everybody, Livingston here, and today we're jumping into another Twilight Zone episode. This time it's episode 31, The Chaser. It came out May 12th, 1960, and it looks like it's another one I haven't seen, so let's jump in.
It is an area which we call the Twilight Zone.
Till down.
Telephone? You have a telephone? Becoming impossible to make a phone call anywhere in New York.
Say that again.
I kind of miss the days where there wasn't a cell phone.
It's only his fifth.
He doesn't even talk, he just dials.
I don't miss the lines to be trying to make a call, though.
Mr. Roger Shackleford, age youthful 20s.
Youthful 20s.
Not just in love, but madly, passionately, illogically, named Leela, who has a vague recollection of his face and even less than a passing interest. In a moment, you'll see a switch. We'll take a short but very meaningful journey into the Twilight Zone.
Oh, I simply can't stand this. I must get in there next. $1 for your place.
Oh!
$1 for your place.
Dollar went a long ways back then.
Why should first place be the same as the third?
$2.
Oh, it's ringing finally. She must have been busy on the phone.
Hello?
Oh, I don't like her.
I think it's Roger.
Oh, hello, Roger.
Doesn't like Roger.
May I come to see you?
No, I can't. I couldn't bear to see anybody.
I must see you, darling, must. I love you.
Dropping that L word.
I can't see you now, and that's that.
Plus she has chocolates next to her. Did he give her the chocolates or did someone else?
I'll say something. Why don't you take a flying jump at the moon?
Well, that should be a hint. She doesn't like you.
Up on me. I've got to call her back and make sure she isn't sore.
No.
Well, she doesn't care, man.
Believe me, there is no other way. I know. Go and see that man and he'll help you.
Who is that man?
Emergency!
Well, we know this is the Twilight Zone, and typically problems aren't really solved in it. Yeah, I'd walk away now. When doors open by themselves, I'm not gonna stay. Especially when you're walking into a nothingness like that. This episode is really jazzy. Yeah.
Sit down on that pile of books there. Do I know you?
No, sir.
You haven't come for a bottle of the glove cleaner.
No.
No.
Perhaps another time.
As a matter of fact.
You keep saying that. Come to the point.
Yes, but I don't know why I came, though. I was sitting there in this phone
Of
book.
course you know why you came. You want what I've got.
What do you have?
But I don't know what you've got.
Yeah.
Ointments, salves, powders, toxins, tonics, antitoxins, potions. All guaranteed.
It's basically the same thing said about 12 different ways.
You certainly need something. You look feverish.
Yeah, he's lovesick.
Nothing I don't supply. Something is my specialty. Anything is what you get here.
I'm liking the dialogue. It's very witty.
You want success, money, admirers, the world at your feet.
No, you don't understand. All I want is Leela. Yeah, if I have Leela, I can do all the rest myself.
He just needs someone to push him.
And I guess there's nothing you can do about that.
That's the simplest of all. You disappoint me.
But she's not in love with me.
I can arrange it so she'll love you. When she isn't telling you she loves you, she'll be gazing at you lovingly.
But will she actually love? That's the thing.
And if in passing time you should perhaps look at another girl, but she'll forgive you and love you just the same. Frankly, you'd get the same shake from a Cocker Spaniel.
All in the world I want, my Leela's love.
Yeah, but you're asking, he mentioned in the dog, means obedient, does as you want. It's more like a slave than it is somebody who is a companion.
But Love Cleaner is a nice, non-descriptive.
Someone who begs for your attention at every whim, every time you show up, always there. Nothing wrong with that. That's what dogs do. But when it comes to a person, you need a little more than that.
I don't think you're making any sense at all.
My boy, that's all I make, which is why I'm such a lonely man.
That's quite a bit.
Yeah, but that thing that's going to make Leela love me.
That's only $1.
You're getting what you pay for, I guess.
It won't hurt her.
If anybody gets hurt, it'll be you. But I don't expect you to believe me.
I would ask, why would I get hurt? But he did kind of say it. The guy is just too blind with love to actually realize what he's getting into.
You know, if this works, I'll be the happiest man in the world.
He's heard it before. So what do you do, like throw it at her? Hey, love me!
Hello, Leela.
I told you I was busy tonight.
Well, just a minute, just a little minute.
Now, if you'll just run along.
I couldn't have lasted the evening without seeing you, Leela.
God, he's got it bad.
Look,
Champagne.
Oh.
Spare me 5 minutes and have one drink with me.
You are acting like a clod. A silly, stupid, sophomoric clod.
Man, kissing her through the door. Desperation is not attractive. I know that because of experience. When I was in my early 20s, I was not as bad as him, but I was pretty bad. Wish I can go back and go, man, what was wrong with you? Play it cooler. Be nicer. Act like you don't care a little bit. It's weird how true that is. Oh. Oh, she has to drink it. Okay. She has to pour the whole thing.
Well, let's get this over with.
Why would you want to be with somebody like this?
Your time's up. Thank you very much for the flowers and the champagne.
So what makes her snap too?
Excellent champagne, wasn't it?
What are you looking at me like that for?
Maybe it needs to get into the system first.
One last little kiss.
Any longer, I haven't the time. Now, please go. I don't love you.
Yeah, man, go. Did he waste $1? Wow.
That's the best I can do.
Thanks.
And that took all my strength.
Dear Lord, eat a sandwich. Something's changing.
Roger, let me make it a little nicer.
Ooh, now she loves him.
What's happening? What's happening?
Come here, baby.
I don't know, it seems a little wrong, huh? She seemed a little like, oh no, what is happening? I do love, oh.
I love to kneel at your feet.
We'll kneel in a chair.
Which chair, darling?
Yeah, now he's getting a taste of his own medicine.
Do you want your slippers now?
No, they make my feet hot.
All right. Don't you want to smoke your pipe?
No, it bites my tongue.
Oh, well, I'd be happy to break it in for you.
But no thanks.
All right. This is one where it's like, how will it end? Will he be driven so insane to the point where he just kills her? That's my guess.
Would you like me to rub your back, darling?
You just finished rubbing my back.
Now he's her. You know what would make me happy, dear? If you give me space.
Did I disturb you by asking you if I was disturbing you?
No.
This is disturbing to me, though.
I love to say I love you. I love to love you.
That's nice.
Why don't you stay here and hug my jacket or something?
Hug my jacket.
Later.
While you're gone, my love will grow and grow, and when you get back...
Now she's kissing through the door. Yeah, I knew he was going to pay a visit to this guy again. He's always there.
Ah, yeah.
You again.
Expecting you.
You have?
I know how things turned out.
Not for the better.
Pretty ugly situation we've got with China, don't you think?
Did you come here to make small talk?
I dropped around to tell you that things are fine.
Glad to hear it.
What is that?
Oh, a glove cleaner, huh?
What is it really?
No trace, no odor, no taste, no way to detect its presence.
Poison. He's going to kill her. Or vice versa.
$1,000.
Me? No, not at all. Painless?
Of course.
I knew somebody was going to murder somebody in this.
Well, isn't there some potion that'll transfer a little of this love to someone else?
Forever and ever?
The glove cleaner is the only way.
Well, I can't do that.
Yeah, that is a little harsh. Killing somebody.
Professor, you don't know what it's like all the time. Love, love, love.
I do know what it's like. How do you think I came to invent the glove cleaner? No trace, no odor, no taste, no way to detect.
All right.
Is he writing a check?
Made out, eh?
Immediately. Why? Will it spoil?
No, but you will. Once you delay, you are lost.
She loves you so much, you can basically just walk in there and go, hey, drink this for me, please. Oh, yes, dear.
Goodbye, Professor.
Farewell.
Man, things really switched.
First the stimulant, then the chaser.
The Chaser, name of the episode.
My darling.
After all, it isn't everybody that's been married 6 months like this.
6 months of this, huh?
Flowers?
Glasses. Can't have a party without glasses.
What's the twist in this?
Sure. Candlelight, schmandlelight, anything.
It's so wonderful being married to you.
Thanks.
Sweetest, how did you happen to think of the champagne?
It just came to me.
What a thought.
Come sit next to your Leela. Here you go.
The poison drink is now in the left hand.
I've got news for you, sweet little rabbit.
What's... Oh.
Oh, We don't need champagne.
Forever and ever.
Just think of it, darling. Only the beginning.
Great.
The rest of our lives.
Mr. Roger Shackleforth, and as all-consuming as a 6-alarm fire in a bamboo and canvas tent.
Okay.
Case history of a lover boy who should never have entered the Twilight Zone.
Well, that was The Chaser, and all these episodes seem to start out with characters that I really enjoy. Every so often there's a character that starts off and you're just like, I don't really care what happens to this guy, but this was one character where I was kind of rooting for in the beginning, but as it was progressing, I kind of knew where it was going. I even knew that at some point he was or she was going to try to kill each other. Never happened because she was sitting there crocheting some booties, and then we find out that they have a kid, but it's just kind of crazy that... I knew exactly where it was going right when the whole entire thing started out, because I actually seen something like this in the early 90s. It was a movie called Love Potion No. 9 from 1990. It had Sandra Bullock in it. If you haven't seen it, it's kind of cute. It's a romantic comedy, and it's all about basically finding the one that you love, and usually the ones that you love are right in front of you without realizing it, and he thought he needed a love potion to make somebody else that he really admired and liked from a distance, like, fall in love with him. Turns out that's not what he wanted, but it was something along those lines, and it's just kind of fascinating that these Twilight Zone episodes are very much like things that I've already seen, and they kind of pull them from these Twilight Zone episodes, these little stories that they end up fleshing out into feature films like Love Potion No. 9. Interesting episode. I enjoyed it. I don't know where it would rank in terms of top 5, bottom 5, but tune in at the end of this season and we will figure it out if it even ends up on those lists. But let's get into some trivia and see what it took to get this episode off the ground. The events in China which Roger refers to is the Great Chinese Famine of 1959 through 1961. It is estimated that tens of millions of Chinese perished during this famine. Wow. Having been written by Robert Presnell Jr., this is the only episode of Season 1 not written by Rod Serling, Charles Beaumont, or Richard Matheson. George Grizzard, who plays Roger Shackleforth, wears the same smoking jacket worn by Rod Taylor, H.G. Wells in The Time Machine. Oh, nice. Well, I think there's a lot of crossover with a few films with The Twilight Zone and movies like The Time Machine. This episode reuses the jazz theme from the Fever episode, 1960. Yeah, it does. I thought it sounded a little bit familiar to me. Patricia Barry later played Anthony's mother in the third segment of the Twilight Zone movie, It's a Good Life. Oh, I didn't know she played in that. Leela's telephone number dialed by Roger repeatedly in the opening scene is 323-6263. McIntyre's wife, Jeanette Nolan, played Granny Hart, from whom Jess Bell Stone obtains a love potion to win over Billy Ben Turner. The professor is called a demon, which foreshadows the unfortunate outcome. This episode is based on the story about a man who sold his soul to the devil for a love potion. Well, that's it for episode 31. Tune in next week for episode 32. Until next time, see you later.